All right. So, you got me? We're
Yep,
good?
we're good.
So, James Spence with JSA. I'm here with the Gary V. Listen to you all the time, man.
Thank you,
You're
buddy.
super motivational in everything
Thank
I
you.
do. And
Thank you.
from New Jersey.
Yes.
I'm from Bergen County, Englewood, New Jersey.
I know it well.
Huge Jets fan.
I am.
So we do have a lot in common. We love the sports industry. Tell us a little bit about why you think authentication is so important in our industry.
Well, trust translates into dollars and happiness. And I think the biggest and strongest thing about this industry, and one of the biggest vulnerabilities, is authentication, right? And the companies that are able to create zero fear and practice good quality practices will win, and the ones that don't will lose. A lot of people are asking me, there's so much drama, as you know, in the industry right now, and people are like, what do you think? And I say, I think the truth always wins. Bad players always lose in the end. Good players always win in the end. So I don't know anything. I'm not educated enough, but I know over time these things tend to play out, and I'm excited for them to play out. And my intuition is that this is a very important decade around authentication, and I think that there could be some rejiggering of the leaders, or maybe not. I'm not sure, but it's the currency. It's a currency. There's a lot of raw items running around here at a certain price, and that same item authenticated is a different price. I sell Jordan rookies at different prices based on the authenticator. That's not me deciding, that's the market deciding. So I think it's a currency that matters.
Absolutely, yeah. We always tell our customers to educate themselves first, and then do your homework. And when it comes to autographs, there's so much fraud in our industry.
Oh.
And JSA is coming up on our 15-year anniversary, and I always tell people it's just so difficult to gain a good reputation. It's so easy to lose one. So I think I might have learned that from you.
It's my whole thing in this industry, right? People are like, what are you doing back? So I've been publicly telling everybody who I'm investing in. I'm raising my own prices on my own thing because I'm petrified that if I buy 1,000 John Collins rookie cards from Atlanta, who I think is a good ball player, on the record now, that if I buy 1,000 and then don't tell anybody, and then come out and be like, I think he's a superstar, then everyone's gonna think that's my game. So I'm spending a lot more money than I want to on cards that I want because I'm so petrified that I've spent 20 years building such a great reputation. I'm not gonna lose it on some dinky $1 million sports card transaction. So yeah, and I think there's a lot of room in this industry for some good, loud characters, and I expect to be one of them.
That's great. Yeah, we're very pleased to see a person of your persona in our industry. I think this industry needed that. Great way to diversify your portfolio. You invest in things you enjoy, things you grew up in. It's just more of a passion.
And I'll be honest with you, stuff that I actually think is going to go up in price. Like, as much as I love sports cards and grew up with it, I legitimately think LeBron Chromes are going to go from $1,500 to $3,000. Like, that's just good business.
Absolutely, yeah. What are your thoughts on investing in Babe Ruth single-sign baseballs or Mickey Mantle jerseys or anything like that?
I heard something, I'm a little more undereducated on memorabilia, and that's just the truth, so I apologize. But I heard somebody say Babe Ruth sign balls just don't go down.
They continue to appreciate in value. Yeah.
So, there's certain iconic things that I believe in.
Yeah, and what they're doing now is they're laser inkjet printing signatures on baseballs.
What is that case?
So they're taking a real autograph that was authenticated by JSA, and they're actually printing it on a baseball. They're actually manufacturing all of the labels, and it's undetectable if you're looking at it on eBay. You have to put it under a high magnification loop. You could see the.
I'm not buying any goddamn autograph from anybody outside of something obnoxiously certified.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's why JSA exists, because there's so much fraud in our industry, and I would say about 70% of all Babe Ruth autographs submitted through our authentication process fail. That's how dangerous it is out there.
I get it.
So
I get it.
But
buyers have to be educated. But supply and demand around collectibles has an incredible obvious impact, like ROI in America. They've been very consistent. Over the last 100 years, this has been very obvious. Comic books, sports cards, coins are super overvalued considering there's no demand in the 20 to 40-year-old age group, and they still command price. So it's a very obvious cultural thing in America. And I think China's going to add to it, and I think that's when it gets wild.
Yeah, we're starting to get a lot of international business, and but again, we're very happy to have you here, to have a celebrity here. It's a pleasure meeting you. Pleasure meeting a fellow Jets fan.
Can you get a picture with us real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Gary.